All right, you guys know the rules. We've got 3 stories, and you'll tell me what you think of them. First off, Nike has a new sneaker whose design is inspired by Starbucks logo. Now, this isn't an actual logo. It's actually just a design that calls in those colors and such. Matt, is this a flop or fly?
Well, that particular shoe I find a flop because I find those colors to be ugly. But I think it is a fly concept. I think people are willing to wear brands that they like. This isn't much different from having a logo on your sports jersey of your sponsor. So I think this will fly.
And it's a little more subtle. Andrew, what do you think?
I think it is a fly for a lifestyle brand. I think it's a flop. When I think green and white, I think Boston Celtics.
That's so funny. I actually like the look of that shoe. So I say fly for the shoe. I think flop for the general idea. But anyway, there you have it. Okay, second, Lyft will start testing ride scheduling soon. This is the opposite of on-demand rides. Obviously, they're going to, you can schedule a ride. Andrew, what do you think about this?
Fly.
Fly.
Total fly. I mean, come on. Every time I want one of these cars, I'm thinking about going to the airport on a business trip, something like that. I know when I have to leave. I'd much rather schedule it.
You don't want to leave it to chance. Matt, what do you think?
I agree that it's a fly. I most often notice other Lyft and Uber customers when they're panicking about not being able to get one. So I think this could address a reliability problem.
Yeah, why leave it to chance? Exactly. And Uber does not do this. So it would give Lyft a competitive advantage. Okay, and lastly, a new report says Apple may be considering acquiring Netflix. What do we think about this? Matt, flop or fly?
I think a flop, not because it's not a good idea, but from what I have been told and what I've read, the Netflix corporate culture would really kind of resist being absorbed. I think there's a little too much of a sense of rivalry. The price is right, who knows? But on that, I do think that Apple eventually needs an acquisition like that, but this is probably not the one.
Okay, and Andrew, what do you say?
If I'm an investor, fly, because Netflix continues to show great returns, and who doesn't love that? But honestly, if I'm everybody else, flop, because Apple is not in the business of content. They're in the business of creating devices, and they've never done well with content.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with both of you, although the story that came out also came out that they had floated the idea of acquiring Time Warner last summer as well.
Right.
So wouldn't that be ironic? We used to be owned by Time Warner. We might all have been owned by Apple.